Kids, welcome back to our English class. So in our previous class we solved the exercise related to the poem called The Hedgehog and His Coat. So in our previous class we have solved the exercise till here, till the page number 8. We have finished only this part. So today we are going to finish this part. Okay. So we will start with the activity language development part. What do we learn in activity part? Every time we learn something new in grammar part. Okay. So the first one is match the sentence parts correctly and write your answer. So we already know about subject and predicate. You have learned this in your third standard. So we know what is subject, we know what is predicate. Subject tells us about naming part and predicate tells about the telling part. In subject we get names. We get to know what the sentence is about or what is sentence is about. And in predicate we get to know what is it telling about the subject. So here we have some subjects and we have some predicates. So we need to match them. Naina and Meena read detective stories. The mechanic repaired my old car. Mechanic does what? He repairs old cars. So the mechanic repaired my old car. We bought a new television. The doctor examined the sick man. Ram Singh opened a new bank account. The kind lady feeds stray dogs. Okay. So here, except these two, all the other options are obvious. So you can also write Naina and Meena opened a new bank account and Ram Singh read detective stories or read detective stories. So you can shuffle them. But the main thing we get to know here is these are subjects. Subject Naina, Meena, the mechanic, we, the doctor, Ram Singh, the kind lady. This tells us सब्जेक्ट सेंटेंस किसके बारे में है, ये हमें सब्जेक्ट बताता है. प्रेडिकेट बताता है. प्रेडिकेट सब्जेक्ट के बारे में ज़्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन देता है. लाइक नैना एंड मीना यहाँ पे सब्जेक्ट्स हैं. ये वो लोग हैं जिनके बारे में सेंटेंस बना है. प्रेडिकेट वो सेंटेंस का पार्ट है जो सब्जेक्ट के बारे में ज़्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन देता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, द मैकेनिक रिपेयर्ड माई old car. Here the subject is the mechanic. Here this sentence is telling more about, giving information about the mechanic, which is a subject. Understood? So you need to write the proper sentences in your notebook. Okay? Read the sentences and spot the errors. Write each sentence correctly. So if you know about nouns, you will know that you need to capitalize the first letter of the sentence. This is an obvious thing. You don't have to know about nouns also. This is an obvious thing. Every sentence starts with the first letter being the capital. And if you know about nouns, you should know that the names of people, place should be capitalized. For example, Lakshadweep. Lakshadweep should be capitalized. This L should be capitalized. Then Arabian Sea. Here Arabian A is capitalized. Here S should also be capitalized. Same goes with Jana Gana Mana. The Indian national anthem is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Here J, G and M should be capitalized. India is the name of country. So here I should be capitalized. Then name of person Rabindranath Tagore, R and T should be capitalized. Same goes with Ganga Ji, Yamuna Y, Godavari G and India I. Again goes same with Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, P, J, N and Prime Minister P, M and India's I. See here, I have written here. The Lakshadweep Islands are located in the Arabian Sea. Jana Gana Mana, the Indian national anthem, is written by Rabindranath Tagore. The Ganga, Yamuna and Godavari are three big rivers of India. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the first Prime Minister of India. Okay, so this is how we have finished this one. So now read and learn. A compound noun is made up of two or more nouns. A compound noun can be proper noun or common noun. So a compound noun is made up of two or more nouns. जब हम दो या ज़्यादा nouns को मिलाकर एक noun बनाते हैं उसे कहते हैं compound noun. A compound noun can be proper noun or common noun. जब हम एक compound noun पाते हैं उसमें जो nouns दो रहते हैं वो proper रह सकते हैं या फिर common भी रह सकते हैं. The words in the box are proper compound nouns. We use them to complete the passage. Here we have some compound nouns, proper compound nouns. So see here, as you see the picture here, this is a picture of Mother Teresa. So we will obviously choose this one. Mother Teresa was a nun. She was a Roman Catholic. See here, M is capitalized, T is capitalized, R, C, B, R, M, C, and Saint Mary's, S, M, H and S are all capitalized because these are compound nouns. Mother Teresa was a nun. She was a Roman Catholic. She is regarded as modern day saint for working selflessly for the poorest of poor. At the age of 16, she taught at St. Mary's High School in Kolkata. Later, she formed her own order called Missionaries of Charity. She was considered a messiah of peace and compassion. She won in 1980. She was awarded the Bharat Ratna. Okay. So moving to the next exercise. Actually, this one is for your homework. I'll tell you what to do. Join a word from apple on the left with the appropriate word in the orange on the right to make a compound word. Write the new words in your notebook. Here are some words in this apple and some words are there in this orange. You need to match the word from apple with the orange and you have to write that in your notebook. So don't worry if you don't get the answers, it's okay, but the thing is you have to try at least. I'll tell you two examples: Disney, land, sun, light. So you need to match the words like this and you have to write that in your notebook. Even if you don't get the answer, I'll tell you the answers in next class. So here, activity grammar part, that is abstract noun. Read and learn. Anything that you cannot see, touch, smell, taste or hear is abstract. What is abstract? Anything that you cannot see it, you cannot touch it, you cannot smell it or you cannot taste it or hear it. That is abstract. An abstract noun refers to qualities. An abstract noun refers to qualities, actions, a state of being, feelings, etc. For example, happiness. Happiness, can you see happiness? Can you touch happiness? No. Happiness is an abstract noun. Then comes laughter. Can you see laughter? Can you hear laughter? Can you taste laughter? No. Then next one is beauty. Can you see, touch or feel beauty? No. These things you cannot touch, you cannot smell, you cannot see or you cannot hear. These are abstract things and these words are abstract noun and many other words are also there. So add suffix NESS or HOOD hood to the following words to change them in abstract nouns. Two examples have been done for you. See here, some words are there. They have added NESS and HOOD. These words, these suffixes, the words that you add at the end of the word and you get a new form of word. Dry, dryness. Dryness is abstract noun. Child, childhood, abstract noun. So I have already written the answers here. Selfishness, selfishness. Carefulness, carefulness. Goodness, goodness. Sweetness, sweetness. Manhood, manhood. weakness, weakness, foolishness, foolishness, neighborhood, neighborhood, sadness, sadness, motherhood, motherhood, politeness, politeness, forgetfulness, forgetfulness, brightness, brightness. Then some abstract nouns end in y, ty or ity. These abstract nouns end in what? End in NESS and HOOD. So here we need to find some words, some abstract nouns that end with y, ty or ity. So read the sentence and underline the abstract nouns. The rich woman surprised everybody by the simplicity and generosity. Here simplicity and generosity are abstract nouns. Can you see simplicity? Can you see generosity? No. The safety of the student is the most important for the school. Here safety is abstract noun. Responsibility is an important aspect of liberty. Here responsibility and liberty are two abstract nouns. Educating people is important to eradicate poverty. Honesty is the best policy. Here the underlined words are what? The abstract nouns. Some abstract nouns end in ION, TION and ATION. Read the sentences and underline the abstract nouns. I have already underlined this. The quick action by the police helped to catch the culprits. Miss Maria gave the children a collection of words to learn for dictation. Earthquakes cause huge destruction to life and property. Good health and education are our prime necessities. Neethal's friend expressed their admiration when she got a promotion. Got it? So complete the following sayings with the correct abstract noun from the box. So here are some sayings, popular sayings. In unity lies strength. Laziness leads to nowhere. Laziness leads us nowhere. Work is worship. Beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Faith can move mountains. Knowledge is power. So this was all about our exercise. This is your homework. So we have finished a poem called The Hedgehog and His Oat. So in next class, we will learn about Mahatma Gandhi, father of the nation. So we will meet in next class. Till then, take care.